Hello and happy Tuesday. Some of you were on live this morning and I had a few malfunctions, so I'm just going to re-record our Fully Activate You training call. So this training today is piggybacking off of the amazing training Jen White did last week. So if you have not watched last week's training about how to host an event. And I know on the one hand, we are not a party planning business, but on the other, there is such value to each of us making sure that our friends, family, coworkers, just people we know, neighbors, all have a hands-on experience with our products, because that's where you really fall in love. You can't explain to someone the smell or the texture, the feeling of the lotion bar, unless they actually get it on their skin. So again, there is value to that. And we want to make sure that we help you with how to host these events. So Jen's training last week is really step one of this. Step two is how do we take and parlay those in-person events and our current subscribe and save customers, first of all, incentivize people to become subscribe and save, how that's to their advantage. Secondly, how to make sure that they understand how to earn free product, which everybody loves stuff for free, and how that actually grows our business. If we educate our clients properly, our subscribe and save customers, it exponentially grows our business. So what I wanted to show you today, and bear with me, I know my glasses are a little goofy looking. I had eye surgery. I have to wear these for a month, and then I will be glasses free the rest of my life. But for the next month, I have to have what I call my orthopedic goggles on. And it's really, quite honestly, I have to block out all sunlight. So I wanted to specifically show you how I have my setup in my family room. I'll walk back a little bit. I typically, here's my TV on the one side, and then the whiteboard that I'm going to use, it's actually a piece of paper. The big Post-it board is on the other side. And I do have a full kind of sofa table that I always have my MIG products out on. So that's where we sample. That's where I have the little wooden sticks. And then I just explain to people. But what I do is I really want to stress to you that you keep things short and sweet. And this is, I have my computer hooked up because I don't have a smart TV, just with the USB cord. I've airdropped this from my phone, so use your app. And the video that I want to show is the 1-minute video. Now, in this case, I am going to show you how this video works and turn down the audio a little bit. Now, why did I pick the 1-minute video? It's just giving a highlight. First of all, we really want people to understand how well MIG is branded. And our videos, our branding is excellent. It legitimizes our company. It's a newly launched company. Our graphics are amazing. Our videos are really good. But there's a science to this. And it will be over in 1 minute and 6 seconds. So that's one of the things you want to stress, is that highlighting $300. And it just goes on. Recaps what the subscribe and save perks are and how to give 10, get 10. And it's leading you back with the MIG brand at the end, leading you back to your MIG ambassador. And I need to stop my TV so it doesn't go on. Yep. So I'm going to take you over. There is a strategy, and I've done a lot of marketing studies. There's a strategy as to why we don't do, there's an ambassador training perks program that is 5 minutes and 44 seconds long. Do not, as ambassadors, send that to your customers. The reason being is I've studied this a lot with a lot of different business experiences that I have. People will watch a 2-minute video 4 times, but will not watch a 4-minute video twice. Same time allocation. What we are trying to do here is do a quick snippet, 1 minute, 6 seconds of what you can earn. And then it is your job as the ambassador to really make sure that they understand the Perks program. It is not the video's job to actually educate your potential customers. So we want to go back to that. Again, short snippet, make this really short. I am going to explain this a little longer, but we should be able to practice this a couple of times and make sure that we have it down in literally 5 minutes or less. So as you can see, I have my whiteboard out. This is a Post-it that I bought at Office Depot. No big deal. But as my friends are sitting in my family room or my guests, I come over and I say, we have an amazing Perks program. And what that means is, I'm Mary. I'm going to share a link with you. My friend Jane that is at my house, you will get $10 credit from my link, as well as I do. And you'll have that on your account. You actually show them the best way to share this link is with their app on their phone, but they can certainly do it desktop. Jane turns around and she shares with Sally. She shares the link with Annette. Be helpful if I could spell Annette. And she shares it with Marisol. So each of them get $10 because Jane shared it with them when they order. But the cool thing is, Jane can take her $10 off she got with me. And when Sally orders, Jane gets another 10. When Annette orders, Jane gets another 10. When Marisol orders, Jane gets another 10. She is ahead $40 on her first order. So that's amazing. Now, if Jane becomes a subscribe and save customer, which is to her advantage, and we line that up, she also gets an additional 20% off. She can use these together on her first order. All of that takes place in March. So she's got $40 to spend and 20% off in March. That's really important. Jane needs it should explain to Sally. And again, if Sally needs help, she can contact me. But Sally purchases with her $10 off. And Sally becomes a subscribe and save. So you need to do both. Sally orders $150 of product. And granted, our most frequent order price point is generally at least $100. Annette orders and becomes a subscribe and save because Jane told her she can get 20% off. And she orders $100 of product. So Sally and Annette have ordered $250 of product in March. The average of these two orders go back to Jane. And in April, she has $125 of product credit. So she's not only gotten $40 in March from people that she has sent out, from me, from Sally, from Annette, and Marisol when they ordered, but she's also gotten $125 to spend in April. She turns around and shares it with two new subscribe and saves. In April, she banks March, or she banks for May, excuse me, and it continues to go on. The important thing to understand is, and we had some questions when we did this live, is explaining. If we hand them the sheet and the printout, which is absolutely beautiful graphics, it does have this information, but when they see it and follow the train, it is so much better, the daisy chain, as someone said, it is so much better for them to see. And all of a sudden, when I started to draw this out, then the light bulb started to go off for people. One of the things I shared today was literally today. this morning I met someone at 7:45 for a 45-minute coffee about MIG. I just talked to her a little bit about collagen, a little bit about our soap. I didn't overwhelm her with 37 products. I said, they're all made this well, but you're going to have to learn about them over time. You don't go in Bed Bath & Beyond and shop for every single thing in the store. Same premise here. Let's just drip on our potential customers, but not overwhelm them. So anyway, I met with her at 7:45 this morning. I told her, here's the collagen information, here's the soap information. I don't want to overwhelm you. We can, over time, you're just going to discover all of the products that we have. But what I really want to make sure that I share with you is how you can earn your product for free. And I said, I have a link. You can get $10 off. I would highly encourage you to not do the retail, to make sure you do subscribe and save, because you can get another 20% off. Told her it was adjustable, and I would walk her through how to do that for herself if she had questions, but become a subscribe and save, because you can share your link and tell your daughter, your neighbor. If 2 people order this month in March, you get the average of their 2 orders in April as product credit. I said it maxes out at $300. Literally, when I was drawing this on a piece of paper, her jaw dropped. She said, I can do this every month. Does it run out? Is there so many months I can do it? I said, no, it's every month. It has to be 2 new. And it's available when they order in April. It'll be available to you as the person who essentially was their MIG hookup. The product credit is available to you after the 10th of the following month. She's like, this is amazing. I said, it maxes out at $300. It is the average of 2 highest. Now, eventually by November, you may have 6 friends that you've shared the link with that are ordering. So it helps me. But if you get 2 new people every month, you can essentially, for the rest of infinity, get your products for free. And I mean, so she just literally, she's like, no way. I said, yes. So by telling people, you can get your product. So it's really important when I host the event in person. And let's say, typically speaking, now that I've been doing MIG for a while, if I have one person if I go to their house and host, obviously that's where I would start that chain. If I have groups of friends, I'm kind of mindful of, okay, I'm going to stack these 2 or 3 people under this person, these 2 or 3 people. Some people asked about the daisy chain. Where do you link people up to? You just have to use your discretion. And if someone obviously is hosting for you because they've done a host to post and then they decided to have an in-person event, obviously those subscribe and saves and that would go under your hostess. And that's a way where instead of getting half off, she can actually earn as much as $300 off all of her products for getting 2 subscribe and saves. And likewise, those guests at the party can go and do the same. Even if they don't host an event for you, they still have the opportunity to be sharing MIG, using their link. Again, you direct them back to you to make sure that they understand. But this is vitally important to making sure that our clients actually know what the best way is to earn our product for free. So I do know that last week Jen talked to us about the host cocktails and conversations, coffee and conversations, smoothie Saturdays, supplement Saturdays, how to make a theme. And this is another way that you really spend about 3 to 5 minutes. There is no other company that I can think of that actually incentivizes our customers, A, to earn this much product for free, and B, they're actually out working the business. It makes the conversion to when somebody has gotten 6, 8 subscribe and save customers for you, it makes the conversion of you're already doing the business. It helps us as ambassadors. Would you want to possibly look into being an ambassador and making a commission on this besides free product? So it helps us as ambassadors have a segue into working with new ambassadors and turning customers, subscribe and save customers, actually into ambassadors as well. But it is certainly a great way to be expanding your business. And you essentially are having your subscribe and saves add more subscribe and save customers to you. So we will have some PDFs that we will attach. We'll do a link to those. And just be mindful of when you're talking to someone or hosting an event that we really want to make sure we don't throw everything at them. And if you're like me, I practice writing this out on the board several times. Do a little quick run through with your husband or your neighbor. Say, I just need to perfect this presentation and I want to get it down to 3 to 4 minutes with a 1-minute video. That's perfect. All you want to do is have them be like, oh, if I tell 2 people and they become subscribe and save, the average order is $100 every month. I'm going to get at least $100 and the $10 referral link. I know I'm going to get $110 in product credit. That's a great way to make sure their collagen's paid for every month. If they are using more product, collagen and Arise and the facial method, they can certainly stack that all together. And also make sure that your clients know that give 10, get 10, they could share it 24 times if they wanted $240 worth of product credit. So that is unlimited. This is subscribe and save is the top 2 orders every month. So I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. Just a quick reminder, this Sunday is the last Sunday of the month. So we will have our town hall call, crossline, all of our ambassadors. Look for information on that. We do have it on our Fully Activate You site, but we so appreciate all of you. We love working together. All of us direct to homesteads love collaborating, and we love collaborating with you. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.